Imagine walking alone for 2,000 kilometers across a deadly desert with only camels and a dog. Sounds impossible, right? But this is the true story of Robin. The movie begins in 1975 in Central Australia. A young girl named Robin arrives in a small city called Alice Springs. She has a pet dog, and from the beginning, we see that she loves nature and animals more than people. But her dream is not normal. She chooses one of the most difficult journeys possible. She decides to travel from Central Australia to the Indian Ocean, covering around 2,000 kilometers. This journey will take 7 to 8 months, and to complete it, she must cross a vast desert. For this journey, she needs camels. That's why she comes to the city, to learn how to live with them. But she has no money. Still, she doesn't lose hope. She believes in herself that she can complete this trek. To survive, she starts working in a bar and continues there for months. During this time, she shares her trekking plan with the bar owner. After saving some money, she leaves and goes to a camel farm. There she meets the owner, Kurt. She tells him her plan, but he laughs and says it's impossible. Robin confidently replies that she will make it possible. This shows her strong determination. She is ready to do anything for her dream. Kurt agrees to help her, but with a tough condition. He says she must work for 8 months without salary and learn everything about camels. Robin agrees without hesitation. He teaches her how to control camels, and she works very hard for 8 months. After completing the work, she asks Kurt to keep his promise and give her camels. But he refuses. Robin feels betrayed, gets angry, and leaves. On the way, she finds an abandoned house and decides to stay there. She starts living alone with her camel, adjusting to a harsh lifestyle. Later, she goes to another camel farm where wild camels are captured and sold. She explains her plan to the owner. He agrees to help. He says if she works for 1 month, he will give her half salary in money and half in camels. Robin becomes happy and works hard again. After 1 month, she gets a camel and starts living with it for months. One day, her friend comes to meet her, along with a man named Rick from National Geographic. While her friends are drinking and making noise, Robin doesn't like it. She leaves them and goes back to her camels. Here, we clearly understand that she loves animals and nature more than people. After some days, she receives a letter from National Geographic. They offer to support her journey by providing necessary items and expenses. She realizes this help was arranged by Rick, and she feels thankful. Then comes good news: her camel is pregnant. She feels very happy. Around the same time, she hears that Kurt has sold his farm and left. She goes to the new owner and explains her deal, but he refuses to give her camels. She notices that he doesn't know how to control them, so she teaches him. Impressed, he agrees to give her 2 camels. Soon her pregnant camel gives birth, and now she has 4 camels. Now she is fully ready. She calls her family. Her father and sister come, and after seeing her lifestyle, they feel sad and ask her not to go. But Robin refuses. Her decision is already made. Rick also arrives with the necessary supplies. The farm owner gives her a rifle and warns her that if wild camels attack, she must shoot them without hesitation. And finally, Robin begins her journey. She walks through the desert with her dog and camels. Rick takes photos for National Geographic and says he will meet her again. Days pass, nights pass. She travels in the burning heat and rests under the cold sky. After 29 days, she reaches a village where people start calling her the Camel Lady. She slowly becomes famous. Rick meets her again and asks for more photos. She doesn't like it, but she agrees because he is helping her. Then one day, a powerful sandstorm hits. The wind is so strong that she struggles to hold her belongings. Even at that moment, Rick keeps taking photos. Robin gets frustrated and shouts at him. She breaks down and cries. Rick realizes his mistake and apologizes. As she continues, she finds water and drinks along with her camels. After 61 days, one morning she wakes up and sees her camels missing. She panics and searches under the burning sun. Finally, she finds them. In frustration, she hits them, but then immediately feels sorry and apologizes. Later, she sees wild camels running toward her. Remembering the warning, she takes the rifle and shoots them to protect her own camels. She continues her journey and finds a water source where she washes her clothes. Some local people come and give her meat to cook. They also send a man named Eddie to help her. Eddie doesn't know English, but they still become good friends. Now her journey reaches 84 days. They travel together, cook together, and support each other. In extreme heat, they cover the camel's legs with cloth. Eddie entertains her in his own language, and they bond deeply. At one point, tourists disturb her for photos, but she ignores them. Eddie hunts a kangaroo for food. Rick meets them again and gifts Eddie a rifle. After reaching another village, Eddie leaves, and Robin continues alone again with only her dog and camels. One day she loses her way and forgets where she tied her camels. At that moment, her dog helps her find them again. She feels very happy. But then comes the most emotional moment. One night she finds her dog suffering. It has eaten poison. She tries to save it, but she cannot. She cannot bear to see her dog in pain. With tears in her eyes, she shoots her own dog to end its suffering. She breaks down completely. She cries deeply. Even when a snake passes over her body, she doesn't react because the pain inside her is far greater. Now, after 157 days, she feels completely alone. At one point, media people come to interview her. We realize she has become very famous. Rick comes and sends them away. She talks to him about her dog and cries, saying she feels alone. Still, she doesn't stop. She continues her journey. She later learns that Rick has published a book about her, and now she is known everywhere as the Camel Lady. Finally, after 195 days, almost 6.5 months, she completes her journey. She crosses the endless desert and reaches the Indian Ocean. Rick is already there, waiting for her, and in that final moment, she walks into the ocean, completing her 2,000 kilometers journey, a journey of courage, pain, loneliness, and determination. In the end, we see real photos of Robin and her incredible journey. If you liked this explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.